All right, so one of the neat things that you can do with Cricut Design Space is add a pattern to one of their cut files that they have. And this one right here is just their bowler that they have. And we're going to add a pattern, and we're going to add a pattern to the shirt. Now, consequently, when we're going to do this, it's going to add a pattern to his matching suitcase as well, because if we take a look over here in the layering panel, the shirt is sort of, glued on that same layer, and there's no way to get rid of that without doing a couple extra steps. So we're just going to stick with it, and we'll keep this very basic as far as getting a pattern, put on this character here. So with the vest selected, or with this layer selected here, you can see that it's highlighted over in the layers panel. We're going to go ahead and click the scissors here, and we're going to change this layer to a print. And when we do, we have a couple options up here at the top. We need to select patterns. All right, so the patterns, they do have a lot of them available to you. You can even add your own kind of patterns, but we're going to stick with what they give us for now. Okay, so basically all you have to do is select a pattern, and you'll see a little green check mark, and you can see that it has been added to your design here. So as you can see, we are stuck with the pattern with the matching bowling pin case with his shirt, just due to that being its layer. But you can play around with these patterns and you can get unique results. Okay, so scroll through this. You can pick out what you want. I was playing around with this earlier, and we were working with animals, and they have leopard print on here. So lots of patterns to choose from in order to make this design work for you. Okay, so I'm just going to stick with this one right here and say I'm ready to go, and let's make this a print then cut. Well, there's a couple more steps that we do have to go through in order to make this work. So with everything selected here, because everything here is cut, I do need to click this button right here that says flatten, and this will flatten it to a nice printable image. And then I can go ahead and click the go button, and you'll see it right here that this is how it's going to look. Now, if you're new to Cricut Design Space and you're like, hey, that's kind of fuzzy down here, well, that's because under here, Cricut Design Space recommends keeping that check mark bleed on, and you do get good results. So that blurriness will not be apparent once you actually cut. It only looks blurry when you print, and when you see it on your paper itself, it will be blurry, but it's blurry for a reason, and it's there to make sure that you do get a nice clean cut with it. So that's the pattern feature with Cricut Design Space and how to utilize it. So hopefully you found the tutorial helpful, and continue on with the course.